up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Behind me we got an M3 Competition we're working on. We're doing some paint protection film, some ceramic coating on it, some window tint. I got a couple of these guys working on it behind me now. Let's get you a little closer look and see what we're doing.
So I'm actually weeding out the piece I need. It's going to be one of the fenders we're going to knock out. Our plotter plots out each individual panel, and then we go back, weed out the excess that we don't need, and then we install it on the car.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey yo, the mirror don't
To install this piece, so now I'm just gonna wet the whole panel with our gel solution.
Picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. If you want the truth, don't close.
Taking a look at my panel, making sure I don't have anything that's different on my piece that I have cut out, making sure everything's correct. So now we're ready to install it. So I will bring it over and start installing. Our main focus on this panel will actually be this. We want to make sure this is all lined up first, and then we'll make sure all the edges are lined up to the right corners. Get that locked in so it can't move on me. Then come down here to this piece, making sure I'm moving the panel around because we don't want any pre-tack, which pre-tack basically is dried up gel. Making sure I'm moving this panel around. If you squeegee over pre-tack, it just looks like disturbed glue, and it doesn't look very well. So we want to make sure we don't have any of that. So I'm moving the panel around, making sure it's not pre-tacked anywhere. And then once I get it lined up where I want, we'll go ahead and tack it down.
Just confidence and self-esteem, the world is ours. I believed in me when nobody didn't. This ain't no freestyle, just some facts that's written. Come on, let's hear it for the boy. He bringing pain.
So now this panel is gonna have a little bit of stretch, not too much, nothing crazy. So basically my main focus on this is my alignment up to these points. So I'll try and get that exactly where I need to be, which that feels pretty good right there. And make sure everything's lined up. And then this is a little wraparound that'll go around that. So we're good there. So I feel pretty good about that. Grab my squeegee and I'll go straight across this body line. Kind of lock that in. Make sure we're all lined up. So we still are, nothing moved on me. I got that all locked in. I can work all this. And as I'm going, I'm looking, making sure I'm not leaving behind any contamination or anything like that. Anything that I see that I need to fix right away. Because if you leave it on there too long, it just makes it more difficult. So I'm just spraying out all these edges. We want to get all the gel out. The reason for that is you want to get all the gel out so you can wrap around the edges real easily. If there's gel in there, it doesn't want to wrap around and stick. So we want to rinse it out, make sure there's no gel in the edges, and then we'll come back and wrap around all the edges. So here there's a seal kind of in the way of the wraparound, and you got to tuck it back behind it. So right here I'm using a tool to kind of pull the seal back, and then using this other triangle to kind of stuff it back behind and make sure it seals down properly. All right, so I'm spraying gel in all the cracks and crevices here to ensure that we're getting all the contaminants that may possibly be in there. It'll encapsulate any of the dirt that's in there, and we'll spray it out with water to ensure that there's nothing in there.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. Look at me, take a
leading edge of the roof here. Basically I fold it so that way I can flip it on and not have any of the adhesive touch anything. This one doesn't have a wraparound, so we want to make sure it stops just short of the edge right there, and we'll squeegee it down. Same thing all the way around on all the edges. This will ensure that there's no lifting or anything. No dirt can get up underneath that edge, and we'll do it around the whole thing. I was going a little too fast and I creased up the material a little bit. So all you have to do is untack that, spray a little tack solution, which helps loosen up that adhesive. Lets it go back to where it was. We'll let that sit for a good 15 seconds, and then we'll spray some more gel in here. But you also gotta watch out for lift lines when you're lifting up the material, because it could show a hard lift line. So we wanna make sure we come in here and we look very closely, make sure we're not seeing that line where we lifted it up, which I'm not seeing anything, so that looks really good. And that's how you fix little problem areas. So this material you can pick up and address it immediately. If you don't and you let it sit, it's a lot harder to go back and try and fix something. So you want to address it as quick as possible.
Truth, don't close your eyes. I'll give it to you in 3D or even play by play. I'm your guest announcer. Are you here today?
So just alcohol on this mirror down, making sure it's really clean, not seeing anything crazy like any paint imperfections, and then we'll get to installing this mirror cap.
Black from the rear stuff, yeah. Leather gloves, no prints, what? We about to dip, deep cut, yeah. Now bring it back like a boomerang. Who that
This
man?
piece
Do
here,
that
we're actually gonna have to seam up with this top piece. We gotta be real precise here, and make sure we're getting it to seam up exactly where we want it. That way it looks as if this is a whole one piece.
Today, I'm a prophet and a guru and the rap police. You in the belly of the beats, masterpiece. Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger.
All right, guys, we just finished up with this BMW M3 Competition. We got the ceramic coating done. We got the window tint done. We got the paint protection film done. Customer's gonna be ready to pick this up. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave us a like. We'll see you next time.